right, so we looked at the firearm threat from the front, specifically when you're staring down the barrel when you have a threat to your face. We talked about this, although people claim, oh, I would never do this and I would never do that. Someone who's in the mindset of threatening you, although this is obviously a tactical error, he's leading with his weapon and he's basically saying, here's my gun, take it from me. So we looked at the primary option, and I'm going to show you the outside version. So basically, the inside version. Basically, I can move my head to the outside, and I'm on the outside of his arm, and then I'll show you the next version is I'm on the inside of the weapon. They're very similar, and once you have these two down, I'm going to show you how they can be used in a lot of other situations, not just when you're staring down the barrel with a threat to your face. This is obviously just one of the most dangerous and scariest things to do, because you're looking at the weapon, you make a mistake, you're not only going to get the round, you can get that field of fire that we talked about. So once you understand the inside-outside principle, you can then start using it in a bunch of different situations, and these two become your standard operating system for when the weapon is in front of you, and it really cuts down on your learning time and your decision-making process. All the other ones we're going to show you are supplemental to this to make sure you got this one down. Okay? So remember, we talked about old school versus new school. New school gives you the ability to control the weapon like this, that can prevent a discharge because I'm putting the hammer down. Holding the actual weapon makes a lever, make your hand strong. I can still pull it right out of this hand because the slide acts as a lever. So that's the difference between the new school and the old school that we talked about. Okay? Now the second idea here is I still want to use the old school principle, which a lot of people ignore, is when I go here, I want to pull him off balance, so I can go to an arm lock if I want, or I can go behind him and get the hammer lock. We covered that, okay? So now everything is the same, except for whatever reason, I have to move to the inside of his hand. So my two hands play the same role. One is going to control the barrel or the slide, and the other one is going to go to control his thumb, and the hammer, okay? And again, I've got a strip out right here on his thumb, which is identical to the first grip release that I've taught people, so students of mine can see the continuity where we're not really thinking that much difference. So for whatever reason, maybe because the gun is closer to the left side, I want to go this way. Now the difference is I push the gun up, I strip it out, and I pull him this way. So his arm is naturally bending instead of it being rotated over, so I don't have the arm lock option, but everything is the same. Okay, the differences are this hand's going to move first because it's going to make contact first. This is also gives me a better chance of preventing a discharge if I can get my thumb behind, my finger behind the hammer, because it's the first one. Now from here, I can push down his thumb and I strip it out. All right, that's the difference. So he can put it on this side, I go this way. He puts it closer to this side, I go this way. Okay, everything's the same except I'm pushing up and down. All right, that's your inside-outside principle. Now I'm going to show you some variations in the next segment that you can use this in a lot more different positions.